All right, let's continue the story. We have created Carli grub polylight. It is on our ISO if we build it. We have not built it yet. Now, to tell that your particular distribution ISO should have a grub with a particular theme, probably need to say it somewhere, right? So man grub or archwiki, nope, archwiki, and have a look what's possible. Now, what we all have is a computer system, hopefully ArcoLinux, because then you go to the computer, etc, etc, and then remember the folder defaults, and remember the word grub. And there is a new guy that came in. So from time to time, when you just type update, it just updates all the packages, but some of them have configurations and it will never override your config. Instead, it will put the new guy next to it. And then of course, you are completely in tune with me. You go for let's compare, and there is something new. So the disable OS prober hit us, I don't know, when they decided to never look at another operating system again. Probing for other operating systems is disabled for security, and everybody lost another distro, like dual booting, right? Never saw anything because I have just one ISO, one operating system per SSD. So this is one thing which should be taken into consideration. So Control C, that's the first thing. So get the latest grub. You have an update, up-to-date system, then this will be okay. Now this needs to go. It needs to go in there more specifically. So compare. Are we going to call ourselves Arch? No, Carli. Do we want to have more information in the D message? That's the output equals 0. No, it's good as is. And then we have the path to. This is the new guy to the right, okay, but it's not used, right? This is a hashtag, so who cares? It's not used. And then we have grub default saved above, and this is actually for you guys. We've added it. Change 0 into saved. What was that all about? Do not forget to update grub in the terminal to apply the new settings. That's all information for you guys to help, but I'm not sure what that was again. And now we have text. This green thing, uncommon to disable, that's just text. This guy can just go there, and that's the new bunch of code. Now if you dual boot, you do this. That's it. Grub disable OS prober, false, means it's enabled. All right, but you need to have OS prober. Did we do that? Control save, Control Q, back new can go. We've got it. And did we do an OS prober? Did we put it in there? Actually, guys, let me tell you the tools. RG OS prober with a dash. I was wondering. Okay, it's in there. It's in the one that we use. Yes, the last one. Sudo pacman -s rip grab. RG rip grab. All right, manrg read. So we have OS prober, we have grub. We haven't told it that it has a look, a certain look. Grub theme, path to theme. Okay, where is our path to theme? Where did we put it? Well, let's see, package builds. And this is where we are going to diverge from ArcoLinux. So I get something out of it. I can learn something from it. Yeah, that's gonna be the path, right? Control C. Install user share grub themes. Install Polylite. Yeah. Okay. Where is my grub? That's my grub. That's the theme. Is this enough? Let me check. So roll over to the other computer and I checked how we did it, because I had this feeling. Theme.txt. Save. Let's have a look. Go down here. Where can we see this? And the Carli here. Okay, theme.txt. All right. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure if this will work because it's different than ArcoLinux. In ALCI we don't. So finally something new for me. Will this work? We'll see. The other solution of ArcoLinux works, but I got a what if and said, would this work? So let's open it up, build again, time 6 minutes, that's still okay. Core 11, installation scripts number 40. So this is the first time the package goes on the ISO. We have grub there, yeah. So it will find it, it will point to it. Will it load it? We'll see. Anyway, here it is, Carli grub Polylite, check. And it failed, whoa, stop, Control C. It failed, operation too slow. Yeah, that can happen. The GitHub is a bit slow, he says. Arrow up, do again. We call that a glitch in the matrix. Reminds me again, I should watch the video, a film. We're making videos, don't do this. Failed to retrieve some files. Download library, error, fail, yeah. Okay. How about me putting it back on the repo? Are there errors as well? Sending up. Sending it up and action. Voila, it's there. So how about getting it down again? The files are correct. Carli calamares config 1202. There's another one. Always look at the first error. It's pointing to Carli calamares config 1202. Yeah, looking good. Alright, come on, push. Otherwise I take a break and we'll try again a bit later. GitHub is up and running again. I guess so. Has never happened before, but there's always something. It was the first time, right? Let's pause and I'll try it later again. Allez, literally 5 seconds later, boom, it works. I did push again. Don't think that's the reason, but voila, I got it in. A very good speed actually. So a glitch in the matrix. Okay, pausing. All right, it's finished. Let's continue the story. Boot up, my friend. So this is okay, right? This is defined by something else. We've explained that in previous videos of Carli. It's the same level as the AI root file system, I believe. Next to it is syslinux and something else. So installing the system, double click. think I've changed the size now. Yeah, I do think so. That this is now the proper calamaris that we're getting. So it made it a little bit more, less in height, let's say. Swap, no swap, you can change whatever you want. Next. And next. And install. And we wait again. Pausing. And there it is then. Restart. ISO is still in there, so go a few lines down. Put existing OS. Okay. So this is our results. ArcoLinux Advanced options for ArcoLinux. So my what if paid off. It does work. I definitely need to go and watch this on a real size machine. This is always VirtualBox, super small thing. The penguin there, nah, we need to lose it. Or change it. Maybe yeah, with something more. No, I got an idea. Take a look at the colors. Do we like the colors? Yep, not bad. I have actually no problem with the colors, but you saw me play with the hexadecimal lines, but I do have a problem with the penguin. So let's get rid of the penguin. But is the file gone? Remember the file on the desktop, the calamaris thing? Yay, it's not there anymore. So home, desktop, it's not there. So the tip, the what if paid off. I definitely need to change XFCE, get my own stuff in there, but that's fun, that's rising. So that's for later. So the grub works, but there is a but. What is this icon thing, this penguin thing? All right, cool. Well, I got smarter. That what if works. We did it another way on ArcoLinux. So if we're going to change the icon, then we need to visit the icons. What do we see? We see this thing, the crux PNG. The crux PNG. We can overwrite it with something else, right? But it should be something kind of neutral kind of thing. A thing that's benign. Control C, Control V. So that's the original. Often I do this, type OR behind it. So no, that's the original. I'm gonna overwrite this PNG with something else. So that little thing needs to change. Now, there are icons, right? Ooh, we have a lot of icons on our system already. Now, we just don't have the right tool. Sudo pacman -s Nemo. I'm getting Nemo and Cinnamon Desktop on my system. And it's a workflow thing. Nemo. Go to the icons. Not those, those. Now I still start here or something. Let's see what we get. We start here. We can have all these start here's. This is rather neutral. Same here. But please not a penguin. We can have an ArcoLinux thing, but I'm assuming, right, that you want to make your own distribution. Is it for yourself? Then sure, take ArcoLinux and take ArcoLinux. It's just for you. But if you're intended to give it to the public, yeah, then you need to make your own logo. That's for sure. But mine you can use. I mean by mine, not ArcoLinux, of course. But for instance, this guy is very general. I created these guys years ago. And I'm okay if you use it. I'm kind of thinking, what if we had this guy, yeah, this guy, the buttons, yeah, all kind of variations on the same theme. So all these guys are mine, right? All these guys here are all my own creations, just general ideas, what ifs at the moment. What have I rounded off, and so on and so on. But I will have to choose. I will have to choose. Circle, I don't know, it might be torn apart, I don't know, in sizes and all that. Maybe we should take the green guy, since the gray guy, since we all are already gray. Less work, right? Control C. We've chosen something to replace the little guy that's in here, in there. Okay, how big is this thing? Properties, image, 32 pixels. Okay, no problemo. File, document properties, 32 pixels by 32 pixels. That's the size. Up. Make a group. Resize. Move. Zoom. Voila. Control Shift S. Escape here. Optimized. Save. Okay. Replace. I thought as much. Sudo backbone -s Python score thingy. Python 2 score. Just score. Really? Just score? Output score.py, named sky score, well, maybe. Let's quickly see. I thought it was with Python something. Let's try it again. File, export, save as, optimize vs SVG, yes. Shorten color values, no. Collapse, keep workaround, SVG output, remove metadata, remove comments, IDs, okay. Alright, replace. Set up tools. Inkscape has received from the script executed, but this may indicate the results will not be as expected. Use output score by 6. This utility spec is deprecated. Python, yeah, 3.12. We're now 3.10. Okay, okay. And then file, export PNG. It's there already. The page, find the drawing, the page 32, and Carli grub and so on. Yeah, that's actually good. And export. We can immediately do crux PNG, but let's do an in-between solution. So that's the PNG. That does not seem, it's 32 pixels. 32 pixels. Whatever they say, it is 32 pixels. Cut. Gonna put it here. Doesn't hurt anybody there. But this guy, crux PNG, is gone. And this becomes crux. Color. Oh yeah, I forgot the color. Oh. It's a little bit gray. The gray is a little bit different. Okay, so GPIC. GPIC is installed, hopefully, and then problem. When I go over them, the color changes. So let's open it. Smaller, smaller, smallest. Yup. Where is my GPIC? Close it, I think. And then hover over it. That's the color of gray. So copy to the clipboard. Thank you. Color, align, distribute. Nope. Color, 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 color. Color, color, color. Which is the color? Not seeing it. And then we double click. Let's clean a little bit up. Voila. The colors. That's the gray we want. Control save, but actually I should do save as. I moved it one level up. Voila. Okay, scar, replace. Okay, and then file, export PNG. That's wrong. I did it already. I did it already. So this guy, nope. That one needs to go. What did I save? Where did I save it now? I saved it on one level higher. Okay, one level higher. That's the guy. Control X, Control V. You're out, and he's in. Voila. Why this thing is so big? Unless, voila. Buy it is again. Back to here. The export has been on the selection, should be on the page. And then we can export in a first export as and call it Crux PNG. Save and export. Sure, it was now saved twice. And there he is. Properties, image 24. What did I do wrong again? Properties should be 32. I made a mistake twice, I guess. No, page 32. Okay. Crux. Ollie. Where's X? There's X. Getting tired. There's just too much detail in this little guy, if you see what I mean. Maybe better on a real metal, but it is a lot of detail. Decisions. So background PNG. I'm gonna keep it. Let's see. File, save as, and overwrite it. Nah, that's that. Let's push this to the internet. Well, stop using Nemo. Back to XFCE. 11, no, one higher. Push it to the internet. That's this job. First push it to there, then build it, put it on the repo. Wait. So the crux icon is changed. Other things could be done if you do go to the theme.txt, and actually you see the colors here already, so that's okay. So you can change these colors if you want to, and the font higher, lower. Okay. So what I'm gonna do now is make a package. Carli 11, again, higher. Package builds are here. We created this one, that one, number 2. It will be release number 3 or 4, I guess. Actually, this will change. So what's the point in changing these things? Since we're working with releases, right? So each time you push something to the internet, the number changes anyway. So, I have closed my Where are you? There he is. Make package. Am I right? Or am I right? So R3 changes anyway. Is that a problem? Not until we reach number 10. So check GPG. Let's sign this thing. Cuts repo put push. Nope. Nope. Getting there. And the video is 27 minutes, so we need to stop. So we've made a new look. I'll tell it to build, not in the video, but I'll tell it to build. And we can have a look in the next video. And then decide what we'll do with XFCE at that point. The look of the thing. All right, and the video is done.